Hey, good man. I need to speak with you. Hey!
What are you doing hanging around here, old man? Are you alright?
Not entirely. I'm Zavish of Holohlavie.
And I'm Henry.
Well, Henry, I'm terribly sorry, but this is an ambush.
What?
Please don't make it harder for me than it already is, and surrender nicely. I don't want to hurt you.
Are you yanking my pizzle?
Unfortunately not. Turn out your purse so we can get this over with.
Touch me and I'll break your legs, you old fool.
Calm yourself, my good fellow. Believe me, this hurts me as much as it does you.
I sincerely doubt it. What kind of peculiar robber are you?
Robber? How dare you insult me so?
What else should I call you?
I am a man of honor. Only I've been a bit down on my luck recently.
So it seems. Even this ambush isn't working out too well for you. What you were shouting at me sounded more like rather rude begging for alms.
And what was I supposed to say?
Your money or your life? That usually does the trick.
But I don't want to take your life. I just want money.
Can't you find some fucking other way to earn coin? You said you're a knight, right? So go and serve some lord.
I'd have to get my horse and armor back first. Without them, I'm useless as a knight.
Someone stole your horse and gear? How?
It's a long story.
No matter. I have time enough.
I made my living through honourable service. Most recently as a mercenary in King Sigismund's service.
How could you fight for Sigismund? After all that foreign dog did here?
Petsunia non olet, my friend. You know the saying, money doesn't stink, at least up to a certain point. Our unit was tasked with requisition supplies in Betschwar. That's a village not far from here. Zavish of Garbov, my commander, said the people were starting to cheat the army on supplies. So we were to reweigh and recount everything. And he was right. They were slipping sand into the flour sacks. And they were playing dumb about it. Zavish lost it. And the requisitioning turned into plundering.
I get that soldiers have to eat too, but that's disgusting.
You're absolutely right. Besides, if they gave us as much as they were ordered to, they'd barely survive. I went to Zavish to stop it. What's chivalrous about plundering and killing innocents? In the end, I challenged him to a duel. We wagered our honor, our armor, and our horses.
And you lost it all.
And with it, my place in the army.
Why did you wager everything in the first place? Is it some kind of knightly tradition?
Not always. It's a gesture to show that you really will defend your point of view at all costs.
It was noble of you to stand up for the common folk.
Perhaps. But you see the result. No good deed goes unpunished. Now, I'm trying to get enough coin to get my things back, and you seemed like a skilled fighter. That's why I chose you. If I must do something so despicable as robbing people, then at least they should be capable of defending themselves.
What if I tried to help you? I'll go to your commander and try to convince him to give it all back.
You'd do that for me?
Well, I offered, didn't I? So, where can I find this man?
In Sigismund's camp. His name is Zavish of Garbov. He has a black eagle and 3 yellow stones on his coat of arms. He's got a rather inconspicuous tent above the camp kitchen. Hopefully you'll find it.
And how will I recognize your things? Is your coat of arms on them?
Of course, on my cuirass and on the caparison of my horse Gringolet. It's the same as I have on my shield here. A black raven with a ring in its beak on a yellow ground. If you get my things back from Zavish, come and see me in the tavern in Pshitok. They let me sleep in the hay there.
Huh? You're not allowed here! Lord be with you.
Excuse me, sir. My name is Henry, and
Forget the pleasantries. Czego
I've come about Sir Jerzek of Holohlavi.
Ależ, no w takim razie to zacznij gość, prawda? Such a distinguished visit. What do you want from me?
What'll it be? Leave here now.
I heard about what happened between you and Jerzek. I understand that you're in the right,
Can't be.
but couldn't you return his armor and horse? Without them, it's as if he's not a knight at all.
So poor valiant Jerzek's not doing well, and I should show I have a good heart. That would soon have everyone around walking all over me. I'd rather let the armor rust than give it back to Jerzek. Did he even tell you how he lost it?
Piss off.
He told me you argued, and he challenged you to a duel.
And did he tell you why?
Because you torched a village full of innocent people.
Innocent people? Nie prycz tego skurwysyna. They tried to cheat us. They gave us sacks full of sand instead of flour. They knew exactly what could happen to them.
But I understand that you're mad at Jerzek, but he needs help. It's just not right for a lord to become a thief.
So that is what his lordship from Holohlavi is doing now.
What else is left when you've taken everything from him? You're the only one who can do anything about it.
Yes, maybe I can send my men to drag him here in chains and lash him with a whip.
So, what'll it be? Leave here now.
You know what? Since there's no reasoning with you, we'll do it another way. In the name of Sir Jerzek, I challenge you to a duel.
What's it gonna be? Piss off.
You? You'd better turn around and be glad I'm not going to kick your ass out of here.
Well now,
Can't be.
is the brave knight afraid he might lose to me? What would your men say about that?
Careful, boy. You have been quite entertaining so far, but I will not be mocked.
All the more reason to give me a good beating then, isn't it? And in public, no
What's
less.
it gonna be?
Well, if you want it so
Piss off.
badly, let us do this properly. We will engage in 3 rounds. Pole arms first, then short swords and shields. And finally, like proper knights, with long swords. Each man shall take his own weapons and armor, and whoever bests their opponent in at least 2 rounds wins. I will wager Jerzek's horse and knightly armor. You match the price in groschen. What do you say?
I accept.
Excellent! Get yourself the necessary armor and equipment. When you are ready,
What's it gonna be?
bring me the
Piss off.
coin, and we will start.
All right, I'm ready. We can fight.
To wspaniale! But you have to put down the coin up front.
Here you go. Down to the last groschen.
Just how I like it. How should the herald introduce you?
I will fight on behalf of Sir Jerzek. So let him call me Henry of Holohlavi.
As you wish, low-born lord of Holohlavi. Come on! I cannot wait.
Hail, gentlemen, brave knights, loyal comrades. Today, we will witness a duel between Sir Zavish of Garbov, called the Black, and Henry of Holohlavi. Henry, a commoner, will fight today in the name of Sir Jerzek of Holohlavi, the noble lord of Garbov, has decided to accept the challenge because of this very fact. With 3 duels, they will settle once and for all the disputes between the Lord of Gaboth and the Lord of Holoclavi. I ask both combatants to take their positions and take up arms.
Useless! For the cross!
Duel is Lord Zavish of Garboth, just as we expected. Both combatants may now catch their breath and have a bath maid tend to their wounds before the next round.
Damn, that hurts. Can you do something about it?
It's nothing, you baby. It'll heal before your wedding.
Both combatants are ready for the second round. The duel with one-handed weapons can begin. And the winner is Henry of Holoclavi. Unbelievable! God must have guided his hand. Both combatants may now tend to their wounds and rearm themselves for the third and final duel. The noblest fight begins. The Longsword duel.
Do it! I feel quite hungry! Christ, I'm hit! I feel quite hungry!
Longsword duel is at its end, and the undisputed winner is Henry of Holoclavi. He's defeated his rival with an incredible performance. All 3 duels were well fought, and God was on the side of the one in the right. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't believe it. The brave Henry has defeated the Lord of Garboth in 2 fights today. And thus he has cleared the name of the valiant Sir Jezek of Holoclavi. The dispute between these 2 gentlemen is now at an end. Glory to the victor, honor to the vanquished.
Well, is that everything?
Is it not enough for you? I admit it. You know how to fight. I have won a few tournaments, defeated all kinds of knights. But I did not beat you.
I thought losing would make you angrier.
I would like to kill you like a dog, but you won fair and square. I must give you that. You will find the horse stabled up by the gate, and you can take the armor from my chest.
Haven't you forgotten something?
The groschen are in the chest, too.
All those poor people whose village you torched finally got justice.
I'm sure it'll warm their little hearts when they're digging through the ashes for a bit of flour they didn't want to give us.
Well, that should be everything. Yezek's sure to be happy. Hey there, Ernie. If only you knew how much trouble you caused me, friend. But I'm sure Yezek can't wait to see you. All right, boy, we're here. I'm sure your master is waiting for you. About these things of yours.
Did Zavish listen to you? Tell me, how did it go?
Unfortunately, it didn't work. The armor stayed with him.
What are you blabbering about? Do you think I'm blind? You're wearing it.
What, this? I'm just yanking your pizzle. Little joke, see?
Damn stupid joke. And what about my horse? Is Zavish taking good care of him?
He's waiting for you at the inn. He's really quite a good horse for his age.
The best. The House of Hololavi will be forever at your debt. Take this shield, so at least you'll have something to remember me by if this is farewell for good, which is quite likely given how old and grey I am. I'd like to give you my spurs. You may not be a knight, but they can still be of use to you.
Ah, it was no bother. And what are you going to do next? I trust you're done with robbing.
As the Lord is my witness, I'm done. It's time for me to go home. I haven't been there in years, and somehow I feel it in my bones that I shouldn't put it off.
Well then, I'm glad to have met you, Sir Knight.
Godspeed, valiant Henry.
Well, it wasn't easy. I had to take part in a knightly duel.
Damn. He didn't hurt you too much, I hope.
Not for a moment, I was afraid I would disgrace myself. But in the end, I beat Zavish.
But he's a tournament veteran. You have my admiration, lad. What about my Gringolet? Did he give him to you?
He's waiting for you at the inn.
Good to see you.
He's really quite a good horse for his age.
The best. The House of Hololavi will be forever at your debt. Take this shield, so at least you'll have something to remember me by if this is farewell for good, which is quite likely given how old and grey I am. I'd like to give you my spurs. You may not be a knight, but they can still be of use to you.
Ah, it was no bother. And what are you going to do next? I trust you're done with robbing.
As the Lord is my witness, I'm done. It's time. I haven't been there in years.
Well then.
Godspeed.
Unfortunately, it didn't work. The armor stayed with him.
Damn it! I'd like to break that Polish bastard's legs. And what about my horse? Is Zavish taking good care of him?
He's waiting for you at the inn. He's really quite a good horse for his age.
The best. The House of Hololavi will be forever at your debt.
Ah, it was no bother. And what are you going to do next? I trust you're done with robbing.
As the Lord is my witness, I'm done. I haven't been there in...
Well then.
Godspeed.
Right. That should be all the armor. I'll take it to Yezek in Shitok.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you.
Slowly. Nice and slow. Easy. Quiet.
Slow
now.
down, you idiot.
I'll take you back to Yezek, but you have to be quiet. Go! About these things of yours.
Did Zavish listen to you? Tell me, how did it go?
Here you go. But you better not flash that armor around too much. Someone might be surprised that it's not on Zavish's chest.
You stole it. Please tell me that you're joking.
What does it matter? You wanted it back, and here it is.
But it's dishonorable.
Don't give me that. You tried to rob me before.
All right. What about my horse? Did you,
He's waiting for you at the inn. He's really quite a good horse for his age.
The best. The House of Hollowlavy will be forever in your debt.
Ah, it was no bother. And what are you going to do next?
As the Lord is my witness, I haven't been...
Well then,
Godspeed.
here you go. As promised.
So quickly. How did you manage it?
Well, it wasn't easy. Zavish would have been happy to sell it to me, but he didn't want me to give it back to you. It took a lot of persuading to convince him. But in the end, we came to an agreement.
And what about my horse? Where's Gringolet?
He's waiting for you at the inn. He's really quite a good horse for his age.
The best. The House of Hollowlavy will be forever in your debt. And you know what? Now that I have my things back, I can do without the groschen I've saved up. Take them. Let them be of some use.
Ah, it was no bother. And what are you going to do next? I trust you're done with robbing.
As the Lord is my witness, I'm done.
God be with you.
It's time for me to go home. I haven't...
Well then,
God's...
unfortunately, it didn't work. The armor stayed with him.
Damn it! I'd like to break that Polish bastard's legs. And what about my horse? Is Zavish taking good care of him?
He's waiting for you at the inn. He's really quite a good horse for his age.
The best. The House of Hollowlavy will be forever in your debt.
Ah, it was no bother. And what are you going to do next? I trust you're done with robbing.
As the Lord is my wit, I haven't been...
Well then,
God's...